Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso thought that they were uniquely placed to respond to the needs of orphans and vulnerable children, and this was in 2006. Lesotho is a very small country that's within South Africa itself. But as you roll on to 2024, the issues in Southern Africa are actually quite different. HIV and AIDS is no longer a death sentence. And so our organization is really looking at those other elements in the ecosystem that affect the health and well-being of young people. And so at Sentebale, we're focused on health, on wealth, and on climate resilience of young people in Lesotho and Botswana.
Okay, over time.
This woman is nuts. So Sophie Chandauka basically said that Sentebale no longer needs to respond to HIV and should be focused on the effects of climate change. Well, it gets, listen, like I keep telling you, whoever is letting her speak, telling her to go say her side of the story, clearly they hate her and they are just setting her up for failure. They just want her to open her mouth and just rant. And then by the time she's done, we clearly tell. And one thing I'm really proud of is the fact that the Sussex squad and anyone who's pro Harry and Meghan, and even the UK team is rallying behind Harry, they can just see this as bullshit. They can just see who this woman is. And I love that social media is calling it for what it is. You don't get to play with the people's prince and think you will get away. People don't play when it comes to Prince Harry. They also don't play when it comes to Meghan. You may continue, using William's playbook, but let's see how long that is going to last. So she basically said that Sentebale no longer needs to respond to HIV and should be focused on the effects of climate change. So listen, Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso founded the Sentebale charity back in 2006 in honor of both their mothers, right? And then the aim of the charity was helping young people in Southern African nations, that is Lesotho and Botswana, tackle health issues such as HIV and AIDS, and well as wealth inequality. Like, that's what I'm telling you, and I keep emphasizing that this woman, as much as she keeps saying she has Sentebale's best interest at heart, she wants, Sentebale to thrive, she just wants to do the right thing. I mean, clearly this is not the right thing, because just when you think that's enough, she actually, when you go to the Sentebale website, she's changed the mission and the vision of the so-called charity. Because before, their vision was all children and young people in Southern Africa are empowered, healthy and resilient, and their mission was to enable vulnerable children and young people to thrive. But now, since the hosted takeover by Sophie Chandauka, this is what the website now looks like. This week, talked about, yes. Distracted, never. The work continues. And this is a woman who claims she has Sentebale's best interest at heart. Sometimes I'm like, and now I get why it's a fake doctorate, because why would HIV stop being a priority when the country still has one of the highest infection rates? One of the highest HIV infection rates. Yes, climate is an issue, don't get me wrong, but she sounds ill-informed about the real issues as far as health is concerned. And let me, I'm going to ask a very ignorant question, right? What is stopping her from setting up a charity that serves the purpose described? Why change the core mission and goal of Sentebale? Exactly. Because one thing I'm failing to understand is this woman literally took Prince Harry's and Prince Seiso's charity, a charity, mind you, that she did not found. She was asked to step down because, she is terrible, right? So she was asked to step down because it was found out that she's mismanaging funds. You'd think she'd do the right thing if she has Sentebale's best interest at heart, but no. What did she do? She proceeds to sue them. When she's asked about her misconduct on this interview, she deflects. She blames Harry. When she's asked, why did you take $600,000 to bring in external financial advice, external consultants on fundraising ideas and sponsors? she deflects. It's like Harry. When Meghan decides to bring in Serena Williams, to support the cause, no. She had a problem with that. This woman does not know the word accountability. Such a word does not exist in her vocabulary. She does not know that. Because if you want have the best interest of the people at heart, the best thing you could do is step aside and let good people, come up with ideas to make the charity succeed again. But no, and it's crazy because she's been spiraling about Harry. You'd think Harry is the only person who stepped down. We have Prince Seeiso, we have the trustees who resigned because you refuse to step down, and rightfully so. You're exposing yourself as a dictator, as a narcissist, and it's crazy. Honestly, it's crazy work. So now it's like the sole purpose, like I told you, for Sentebale, when it was founded by Prince Seeiso and Prince Harry, was when they funded the charity was actually the aim of the charity was helping young people in Southern African nations, Lesotho and Botswana, tackle health issues such as HIV/AIDS as well as wealth. And let me tell you guys, there's nothing wrong with climate change, being an advocate for climate change. I think climate change itself is an issue, but where I have a problem is who else is from the royal family is known to be a climate change advocate? William is. And also William's aide Ian Rawlinson is literally seated right there. Mind you, he is not even supposed to be there because he claims to know so much about this charity when he's been there for 15 days. He was just appointed recently, but you might think he knows all the issues that have been going on in this charity, unless he's been a mole all through. He's been just low-key there behind the scenes telling Sophie what to do. And mind you, Sophie also has a history of hostile takeovers. He has a history of takeovers. So that makes me question, like, is this person capable? Why would you want a charity that is not yours? Okay, why not open a charity? Because you claim your ideas are so good, you're championing good governance and all this, and you don't want people to be discriminated, racism and all that, etc. Why don't you just open your own and focus on climate change or all the other things? Leave Sentebale to Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso. Prince Harry has always been the face of Sentebale. Because of him, people from all over the world come to donate. When he's playing polo to raise money, there are people coming because Prince Harry is there. Do you think they're going to come because you're there? You already failed. Even after paying $600,000 to external consultants to come up with fundraising ideas and sponsors, it was miserable. You fell out with major key sponsors. Clearly, you're the problem because every person has a problem with you. Prince Harry, Prince Seeiso resigned because of you. The trustees resigned because of you. The sponsors, you fell out with the sponsors. And this is why I keep saying she's just as fake as her doctorate. And she is here crying about decolonization, yet she happily accepted a member of the Order of the British Empire, Ian Rawlinson, who is William's aide. And then she's lived in Western countries longer than she's lived in African countries, yet claims a superior right to speak. Now she claims like, oh, HIV is now, it's no longer like that. But the reason why Sentebale was founded in the first place was because of that. They wanted to help people living with HIV and AIDS. And now she's changing it into climate change. And that just tells me William's footprints are all over this. William's footprints are all over this. I will not be shocked once you see Earthshot as a sponsor, honestly, because he just wants one goal and one goal only: to go after everything his brother is passionate about, his brother loves, because his brother clearly is the people's prince and he has so many accomplishments. He's accomplished so many things, I'm not going to lie to you. And William cannot stand that. He cannot stand like, oh, you have a good wife, a beautiful wife, a supportive wife, you are famous than me, you have Invictus Games, you have Actual, you have Sentebale, and I don't have any of those things. How dare you? And I am the future heir to the throne and I don't have these things, so let me just ruin you from within. I think by now we pretty much established that to have someone say or downplay the mission the sole purpose as to why Sentebale was created, to help people with HIV/AIDS. And again, now start saying they're focusing on climate change. Now she lost the plot a long time ago. And she keeps digging herself in she just keeps going down the hill. And people are waking up to who she is, how fake she is, what a liar she is. And you dragged Ian Rawlinson. For what? What does he know? Sometimes it's exhausting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think about him now changing the mission and the sole purpose of this charity, where it's supposed to actually be about HIV/AIDS, to help people living with HIV with wealth inequality. But now, even knowing Lesotho is one of the countries with people affected highly with HIV/AIDS, that the focus should also be on that, because that was why the charity was founded. But no, she thinks climate change is more important. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. I'm Irad. Stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.